What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In the previous video, or maybe 2 videos ago, I went over the new build for the channel, which is this 6.9 diesel non-turbo truck. My buddy who I bought the truck from gave me a couple injection pumps. This plate comes off, and once you get the truck to top dead center, then you can stick an Allen key in here and crank up the fuel a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do today. Try to get a little more horsepower out of this build. It looks like this is a injection pump, but I think it's a little different style. It's got the port on the driver's side instead of this one, which is on the passenger side. And this is the style that I believe is on the truck. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and attempt to crank up the fuel on the injection pump to give it more power, and I'm just curious to see too how it will respond. You can see the plate right there. That's got to come off, and then we also need to take this filler cap. I'm assuming this is for the oil, so we need to take this off as well. Take it off those 2 screws. They look like 14s or 15, but take that off, then we can find out top dead center, and then we will be able to go from there. Well, folks, I went ahead and pulled the intake cover off here to check the filter, and looks like there was a mouse nest. So it is literally a mess. The good news is that when we do the let me see if this will come off. Well, the good news is when we do the turbo, I'll be making a intake for this. So anyways, I won't really need this. So man, everything looks pretty good in here, but this gives you a little more access to, you can see the injection pump, you can see all the lines coming in for the injectors. Super easy to get to. If I want to put bigger injectors in, literally pull these off. And then glow plugs, I'm guessing those are behind the valve, under the valve covers, or I take that back. Looks like the glow plugs are right here. One, yeah. So those should be pretty easy to get to. Just pop those glow plugs out. Let's see what else. Yeah, I think that's it. The biggest deal will really be making some kind of adapter to connect to this that will be able to hold boost. I may have to yeah, I'm really not sure how I'm gonna do that. However, where there's a will, there is a way. So I'm gonna get rid of this because, man, this is just horrible. Even when the truck was running, you know, when I've been driving it, it's probably just been awful for it. So under here, it looks like this is, I may rob this off of it. Yeah, I may rob this flange and try to make something work with that. These bolts right here are actually, it looks like a 13 millimeter. I don't know if you can see those 3 bolts and then this pin here, but when that pin is at the top, that is top dead center. So I've got to get that, rotate the engine around until that is at top dead center. What you're going to want to do now is hook a ratchet up to the pulley or balancer down there and rotate it clockwise until this pin here gets up top. That indicates top dead center, and then what we will do is take that bracket off. Anyways, you take that bracket off and then you stick, I think it's a size 4 Allen key in there, and then rotate it clockwise. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this to top dead center. I actually bumped the starter until it was all the way at top dead center because I didn't want to get under there and crawl under there, and it would be a pain. So I just bumped the starter until you know, it was at top dead center. So now the next is getting to the plate over here. Get the little plate off that's on the passenger side. So that's off. Now, I don't know if you can see, but right there, that white spot, that is where the Allen key will go. And then we'll turn it clockwise and see what happens. Here's the Allen key. It's a 4 millimeter. Stamped right there. I don't know if it'll focus, but 4 millimeter. And you'll slide it in. I'll show you guys once I get it into the correct location. That's what it'll look like right there. Desperately need a light. So right there you see the Allen key, and it's stuck into that triangle right at the tip. That's where it'll go in, and you literally turn it clockwise. You know, the farther you go clockwise, the more fuel it's gonna let in. So yeah, I don't know, I don't know how far to go, but I'm thinking going maybe a half a turn. Like 15-20 minutes later, it's all back together. The reason why you have to get it to top dead center, I'll show you over here on another injection pump I have. This is the keyway, and if you look, I don't know if you can see, but down in that hole, as I turn this, it turns the inside. And so you've got to line up the Allen key you know, at top dead center. So that's why you have to do that. It doesn't mess with like timing or anything like that, but just get it to top dead center and you will be good. All right, moment of truth here. So right off the bat, it seems like it's getting more fuel and more power, but I really won't be able to tell until we take it for a drive. All right guys, so I'm in the truck. We're just gonna take it for a spin and see if we notice any difference in power. So here we go. Back at the shop. Well guys, there you have it. I'm super stoked. It cranked it up quite a bit, and you know, when we do turbo it, I may go up a little more. We'll see. It might be close to cranked up all the way that it can go. It did start to get kind of hard to turn, so I don't know. I don't want to break anything off inside. You know, it's not designed to go but so much. But once we get rid of the little exhaust, the exhaust is literally about that big around, like 2.5 maybe. So we need to go to like a 5-inch, I would think, 4-inch, 5-inch, something like that, maybe 3.5. But anyways, it needs to be bigger than that. But I'm not sure with the turbo setup how exactly I'm gonna do it. However, yeah, I think, I believe at least, if I start with the Cummins turbo, the one that I did have, I should be able to fab it up pretty quickly. I think I'm going to run AN lines for like the oil return, stuff like that. Kind of make it nice because I don't want anything leaking. And I'll have to check about the return line into the oil pan. I'll have to see if I can pull the pan off, because if I can, then I want to weld something up for sure. I'm just tired. Well, with the B3000, I ran into a problem where I couldn't take the oil pan off after I mocked up the engine, and I should have pulled it out. I thought I had it right, and I didn't weld it was the issue. I used JB Weld. Anyways, it didn't hold up. So I really need to for the B3000, I need to do that. I'm thinking with the 6.9 diesel, I'm thinking to not run an intercooler and just run it straight into the intake. We're not after mad power, we're just after a little forced induction. So that should be pretty good though. I'm super stoked that I could see such a difference just, you know, by turning a screw. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on the build. They're gonna be coming as I get time, because I've got other responsibilities. But stay tuned, enjoy, I'm out.